Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of Everyone Needs a Spotter. This is not at all usual, but I am joined by the usual trio, Stephen Donadio. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? It's an exciting time to be here right now.
Don't tell him yet. We're not gonna unveil it just yet, Stephen. Emily, how are you in this mysterious place?
Oh, it is so mysterious, and I feel mysteriously excited.
Mysteriously excited. That's exciting. Robert.
Nice to see you're here, Steve, and you're wound up for this special occasion.
I am here, and I am wound up for this special occasion. Everyone, we are excited to tell you that we are here live today, recording our episode of Everyone Needs a Spotter, live and on location at the Athletic Business Show, trade show in Baltimore, Maryland. What are we doing here, Emily, Stephen, guys? What's the plan today?
We're just representing who we are. I mean, people need to know everything about us, so we have our booth set up, and we've been meeting a lot of new people. It's been a very, very cool past couple of days.
We have been. Stephen, have you enjoyed the show?
Yeah, it's been nice to be a part of it, and also we got to see some customers that we deal with personally come by our booth. Some of the customers that we deal with haven't seen us personally, so it's pretty cool to see put a face to the name. But overall, it's been great.
I mean,
Yep.
Shout out to Jimmy from UREC.
Yeah.
He came and saw us a couple times this
Jibby.
past couple of days.
We saw several of our old friends from different relationships over the years that have stopped by, and some old and some new. Some that were in recreations and facilities and things that maybe because of things we've lost contact with them, but this has actually brought us back in touch, which is really cool. So it's exciting to be here. We've actually got to meet some of the regional competition is here with us as well today. They've got a booth set up. Not as cool as ours, but they're here.
I'll tell you what's pretty cool is like I just said, Jimmy came and saw us. Now we've been servicing for him for a long time. He really loves our company. Has nothing but nice things to say. And then even Karen, shout out to Karen from Edgewater Fitness and Annapolis Athletic Club. She came by, but people are finally seeing that we're more than just a service company. Yeah, our roots are in service, but we're here to make a gym. We're here to make your space special, and we're more than just service. We can do everything anybody else can.
And then some.
Yeah.
The sign says it all. Full service fitness equipment partner.
From concept to reality.
Repair, maintain, and sell, right? So, that's what we're here to do, right? So there's multiple levels to why we came today. Emily, you hit one of them, right? Which getting people to know all of what it is that we do. People are very familiar with us sometimes only for the sales, depending on how they have worked with us in the past. Some, maybe like Jimmy at UREC, only knows us because of our service history with him, right? This is bridging the gap for some of those people who haven't had the chance to meet us on all levels yet. And it's been a little bit exciting and embarrassing to see how many people didn't know that.
Yeah, eye-opening.
Yeah,
I think it was interesting because, one, of all of us at the table, I've had the, I guess you could say, privilege of being in this industry the longest, and I've seen faces. Mm-hmm. Some faces have changed teams,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's been interesting. And then just seeing that the fact that if I go over to one of our longtime partners in the service industry and going over and seeing that I don't know anyone there, and that's different, seeing another generation take over and see that. But there's some common threads throughout this, some smiling faces, new things, but I don't want to take away from what you're going to introduce here. But getting here, setting up the booth, seeing people here recognize to what you just said a few moments ago that, oh, wow, you guys have been doing our repairs for years. Mm-hmm. And you're also selling equipment, and then even finding vendors that we've dealt with for years. And they too, you could say their eyes raised when they saw us here.
Yeah.
Because they probably weren't expecting us here. Because we've done so much in the background. Our customers are only used to what they're seeing in our maintenance contracts and what we do for them on that level. But here, a lot of exposure.
Absolutely.
Good feeling.
It's worth mentioning, too, it's our first trade show, right? Basically we're
not being an attendee, but having
right, yeah.
our own exhibit, yeah.
Setting up a booth, kind of putting our wares and our skills and talents on display, and it's been cool, right? So I've enjoyed, personally, getting to reconnect with some folks. Shout out to my buddy Matt Hennessy, He's here today. Worked with Matt for years now.
Yeah.
Across some different projects and things, and it's always been a pleasure, and it was nice to see him. And it's always nice to see people that you have these good relationships with, where maybe it's all done over the internet or something,
Right.
and now you get to see them in person and things, and see people doing good.
Yeah.
It's nice. There's a lot going on in the
And you
world.
know
Seeing
what?
people doing good is
It's
good.
neat seeing I guess we already said this, but it's just neat for people to see us doing really good.
Yeah.
Hey, notice us. It's just pretty cool,
Yeah.
But
Can you guys tell Emily's feeling RMS today?
I am,
This
man.
trade show has
I'm
really
all about
got her
RMS.
fired up.
I'm pro RMS, but let me tell you what's really cool is you guys have been out walking around a lot, and but we've had so much traction out of the True Palisades that we have set up here, and the Octane Row. We have a Bodycraft spin bike, and then Octane's air bike.
ADX, yep.
Yep. The Abs Company tire flip. Holy, I can't tell you how many people have come to try that out.
Yeah.
There's been
You listening,
so
Ryan?
much.
Ryan, are you out there, buddy?
Yeah, man, I can't tell you how much people have really been
Yeah.
drawn to that. So a
It's
lot
been
of
the
people want
focus.
quotes, and we're got a lot of contacts to
Mm-hmm.
connect with after the show is done. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah. In general, it's been that kind of a week. Robert and I, we've been kind of walking around, getting to introduce ourselves to some new, people that don't know us, equipment companies and things. We've had a chance to meet some potential partners who we're going to look into, some people that we didn't know about here regionally.
Yeah,
We met a
very
company, and they're going to be someone that can offer us some solutions for our customers. They can help us with flooring and mirrors and some different items and objects that we've wanted to really offer at a high level, and been trying to work on. So we've made some inroads with that as well. So we're just
Can
looking.
I add to that?
Yeah, of course.
I just think it's interesting in talking to one of the vendors that we're hoping to partner with is that he had some solutions. I thought the mirror solution was interesting, trying to save the customer money. If you call a specialist to do a certain aspect of the gym, you'll get a very expensive quote.
Yep.
Well, he had a solution. I never thought about it the way he did, how he laid out his product a certain way and then called in a specialist to finish it out, and how much money that saved the customer. So very interesting find.
Yeah. And these are all things that we hope to then do what it is that we've done, which is bring our skills and our relationships and connections and things together to offer you, our clients and certain people that we deal with
Hey, Emily.
a service that.
Excuse me, Steve. Emily, someone else is coming and looking at the tire flip again. See what I mean? Look, we should all stare at the guy.
We should. And as we walk by right now, somebody's eyeball, they're pointing. He's pointing and getting other people to look at it
It
too.
is so
Come on,
unreal.
Logan, show them how it's done, buddy.
All right, Logan, flip the tire, Logan. No.
Logan's been also really awesome. Logan is Robert's son. He's been doing a really nice job with displaying and talking and engaging people walking by. So shout out to him. I've been
Yeah.
very impressed with his. I mean, I've known him since before he was born. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to see that young man represent the company and do a really good job.
And they are the same people now are looking at the Fitbench, which has been another hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even though Fitbench is here with their own booth, I did ask them ahead of time if they minded us bringing our custom Fitbench. We are a dealer for them. We offer some pricing incentives to that end, and we kind of brought a demo that shows some of the customization as far as color and logo and things.
And we have the coolest colors.
Yeah.
We have the coolest
It
colors.
looks
Yeah.
awesome.
It really does look awesome, and it's gotten a lot of attention. So,
Yeah.
and they've now walked into the booth. So
Yes.
we've
So you might hear chit chat.
yeah.
That's right.
That's a good thing.
So don't mind the format today, everyone. This is a little looser because of how we're here on location.
And our owner is standing over top of us, making sure that we're working.
I know nothing like working on a pet project like a podcast right in front of the head check writer of RMS
Yeah,
Fitness.
she's got the wooden spoon out.
She's looking
Give us
back.
a little pow pow when we're not doing
So we
good.
do have, we do have the opportunity now to partner with some new partners, new products that we have seen basically here that we didn't already know about. We had actually somebody, we can't get into too many details due to the nature of it, but somebody who's thinking about bringing a really cool product to this market and just needs a reliable service, representative in the area.
2
And
months, right?
Yeah.
We've been in it for 2 months.
2 months, and they basically want to use us as a satellite service center for their product. And we're looking forward to these are all things you come to these trade shows, you never know exactly what to expect, right? But we're getting exposed to new products, new people, new opportunities. Talked to somebody today about some facility TV and music services, which is something that I have been asked about from a number of our clients that
Awesome.
I don't have a great solution for up until a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
So again, part of these trade shows, Emily.
No, I thought about you because you guys were in a meeting earlier, but an architect came by, and I got to introduce our company and tell
That's
him
cool.
everything we do. And
I saw them back there, and I've been
anything he
meaning to go
asked-
by.
Yeah, anything he asked, I said, yes, we can. And the old Steve.
Oh, you gave him my information?
Yeah, I
Oh.
said, yes, we can. Anything you ask, we can do it.
Did you
We'll
show him
figure
our
that out
fancy?
later.
Did you show him the fancy screen?
Yeah, so I was able to give him our folder here with more information
Sweet.
and our business card. So I hope we'll hear from him. That was pretty cool because that's the thing. We really want to get our foot in the door with the design part and the building part.
Yeah.
Not be an afterthought, but really be part of that process.
And I have had the pleasure now of working with some new development projects, and the difference between the ones where we've come in really early and gotten involved in the beginning of the process versus the ones where they maybe bring us in at the end with a room that's already kind of like situated is really impactful. We can talk about all sorts of things, just the way a unit looks on the wall between the windows and things, and just, kind of going in from the very beginning with a really blank slate as far as where your data and electric and stuff's going to be, it can make a big difference. So I think a lot of people don't always think of equipment up front like that.
Right.
They think of it after the building's kind of already approved. All right, now what are we going to put in here? I think taking the approach of really getting involved early on, I don't mind. I'm working on some projects that are like 3 years away from being completed right now.
That's crazy.
And it's going to change like 100 times, I'm sure, between now and then. But the product will be great. The finished result will be great because, we've been involved. So
Yeah.
it's all part of the long-term vision,
Yeah.
what we're trying to get done here. Stephen, what have you particularly enjoyed? Anything that you've seen or done?
I actually enjoyed looking at that Chisel unit, that new product that's coming out. It's cool to see some new product, even though it's not like Ursa type of stuff. But it's nice to see some companies come out here, advertise new products. They're innovating. I like the versatility of it, and I don't know. We'll get the chance to talk to them a little bit more and see if it's something that we can introduce to our customers and give them some variety. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. One thing that I've really enjoyed is finding, we love our multifamily customers and clients, and we understand that this podcast is primarily for you, but it has been nice to find some products that fill other people's needs as well. Some more of that, like performance training, athletic training, strength and conditioning, those types of environments. It's been a scenario where we specialize in one thing, but the opportunities to assist those other clients do come along, and just that Chisel product that Stephen mentioned is something that I could see being a big hit there. Saw some cool products that might have application for like rehab and PT and medical environments. And just really, expanding our own horizons, which is what we've been doing since basically before COVID,
For sure.
But COVID really did I hate bringing it up, but it was kind of a moment in time for us where we paused and evaluated like where we were, what we've been doing, how we're going to do it moving forward. And just continuing to expand our horizons, spread our wings, and try to become more of a well-rounded, full-service partner. And this show has been exciting for that. And I know we're looking forward to the next show that we've been talking about.
Sure.
So I don't know if Robert's ready to announce that.
No, not yet.
Just yet.
We'll get to that one, but
Yep.
I know for Stephen, saying that the products, seeing new products, that this particular product is extremely different. It's trying to overcome just being the normal treadmill or elliptical. It's you could say it's kind of a cross between an elliptical, a stepper, and a sled, as I think what the rep said.
And a VersaClimber.
Yeah.
When it's upright, it's
It's like a
very
VersaClimber.
yeah.
So it's got a lot of adaptability. Wow, got that out. And that being able to adapt, it's up to us to find our customers who have a need like that, could put a machine like that, and really, impress those who see that type of interest in athleticism in their properties. I know the universities here are definitely getting a look at it. Military has definitely been looking at it because it does. It gives. Steve, you did it how long? Did you get 60 seconds out of that?
Oh, I did the 60-second challenge.
Okay.
I achieved the second lowest score of all male competitors, and that were willing to participate, I should say, because a bunch of you didn't,
Yes.
haters. But no, and it was killer. I mean, my lungs were burning. My sternum was sternuming. It was just doing things. It was just moving on its own. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't see for a couple seconds. I think I may have developed diabetes as a result of it. No, I'm joking. No,
Developed it and got rid of it.
Yeah, but cured myself of an ailment I didn't know existed. No, but it was a super challenging workout. And so to go all out on that machine for a minute is crazy. But then there was a gentleman over there who was a wrestler at the UConn.
Right.
And his father was part of the group of people that were representing the product, and his son was there in the booth. He's getting ready to cut weight for for an upcoming wrestling meet, is what they call those.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, hey, I having a good time talking, but I got to go do 15 minutes on this thing to help meet my cut goals. So he was just jumped on there and was just doing his own thing to try to lose weight. And the fact that he can do 15 minutes on there, he might not have been going full bore, but 15 minutes at any bore would have been too bore.
Luckily, when I walked over there, I didn't do that challenge. They just had me comfortably ride that thing.
That's why you didn't get a hat. I got a
they
hat.
give hats?
Yeah, if you do the challenge,
Oh, man.
you got to pay in tears and blood to get a hat from
and in diabetes.
people over at Chisel.
That's terrible.
No.
So I noticed something. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but strength really rocked here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it seems that there is a definite shift from the interactive to the strength training, getting back to the metals, getting back to the racks, to the Smiths. Lots of vendors for weight plates and things like that. So that type of exercise, again, you're old school there, but seems to be getting it done still. People want it. I think that's why the tire flip is so popular, is that they say, hey, I got this facility, but I need something to fill out a small area. What can I do? Well, the tire flip is perfect for that.
Yep.
You mentioned the Fit Bench and the Air Bike, other good products for small areas. So that's kind of what I've noticed. But the interactive, the technology, I think is taking a back seat here this time.
Yeah, there's a few pieces of it that are nice. I mean, I will say the technology that's here is good, but not as much as what we've seen in the past.
Yeah, there's some VR rep stuff down there.
Yeah.
That's being demoed. So I'm assuming that's, again, you mentioned Matt earlier, right? Blue Goji. He's got the interactive bikes with the gaming systems in it.
Yeah, very, very visually impressive pieces. They look good, and they
Yeah.
display nicely.
Absolutely.
And he said there's been a lot of interest there in the university and student housing
Oh,
so
good.
far.
Oh,
So
yeah. Good
that's
for
been-
him.
Yeah,
But yeah, being a partner for him in this area, helping him with not only selling the product, but also supporting it
Yep.
from service. I mean, it was a pretty, you guys didn't have the pleasure, but I put it together. But it was very simple
yeah.
to put together and easily serviceable at the same time. So good for Matt. Hopefully
Yeah.
it works out.
Yeah.
But just thought I'd put that in there. I didn't know if you guys noticed that as well. A real interest in strength.
Yeah. No, to that point, some of the usual suspects are here, as far as cardio equipment and things like that. And they're here doing their thing, which is great. But yes, there does appear to be a large influx of strength training. I don't know if you can hear somebody screaming numbers in the background right now, but that's what that is. They have this company, Gym 80 has 4 really large plate-loaded strength machines in their booth, the kind of things that you'd expect to see in a really high-end gym, like maybe bodybuilding, really high-level training facility.
Yeah.
You might expect to see something like that. And they've had people over there doing rep competitions all week, just I think the last guy did 113 or something before he got done.
Yeah,
which,
they're out of
That's crazy.
California. They do a lot of outdoor stuff, kind of like for Venice Beach,
oh
in
yeah,
LA and stuff.
where it doesn't rain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Outdoor where it's inside. No, no, but
That's
There's
funny.
a lot of recovery stuff here too.
recovery is here. There's a lot of cryo.
Yeah, the
plunge,
prior plunge.
which I know,
plunge
for
pads.
and we know for a lot of our multifamily, you guys can't put a cold plunge in your fitness center for a lot of reasons, in your multifamily amenity. But within what we're looking and finding here is we're trying to, fitness is critical. It's what our specialties in, but we understand that there's a relationship between fitness and wellness, and we're trying to bridge some of that gap to bring some of that to our clients to help create more holistic spaces where, people can see an entire wellness happening, a wellness experience happening.
Well, I look at it as the fitness industry is a lot like the car industry. And if you ever watch car racing, F1 racing, NASCAR, they put a lot of money into these cars to push them hard.
Yep.
And then what happens is that technology then makes its way to the manufacturing process. And that's what these guys do. They go into these gyms, military type environments where there is some serious, even sports teams. There's a lot of that going on at a high level, and these products have to hold up under that pressure.
Yeah.
And so putting them in those environments and under those, you could say, tests, then when that product survives that, that's what those in the multifamily industry will get a product not quite as large, but more concise to the space restrictions, but the same quality because it's already been tested. And again, same thing they do in automotive. Once they test it out under that kind of pressure, then they release it to those of us who have automobiles on a normal road. And then we benefit from that. Well, that's what's going on here.
Yeah. Emily, was there anything that you ran into this weekend, or anyone you met? I know you already gave a shout out to Jimmy, but did you get to meet anybody or see anyone or products that you thought were great?
Yeah, Vortex, who he just came up right now.
Got our
but-
friends from
Sean,
Vortex
nice
stop
to
by.
meet you, Sean. Shout out to Sean at Vortex.
Yeah, it was nice meeting them because I didn't realize that they're right in Rockville,
Yep.
and so I'm hoping to develop some sort of connection with them because they have a lot of equipment that, I mean, we're neighbors basically,
Yeah.
so it will be nice to kind of do a partnership with them.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
they're a manufacturer who has local equipment, and we're always excited if there's a chance to represent. Obviously quality is imperative. You know what I mean. But if we can support local businesses, especially with our local clients, you know what I mean. That's a very kind of all in. Yeah, that's a win-win-win for everybody kind of situation.
Yeah.
So, and it's nice that he came by, and again, there's some solutions there that we can talk about with him, and then hopefully we'll talk about it with you.
Yeah, I'll be back. You guys keep going.
Yeah. So Robert's going to break off for a minute and step away, but as we kind of continue on.
Yeah, that's what we do every Friday.
Yeah.
For multi-housing,
Yeah, for our basically we target it for our clients, you know what I mean, so that they can have a little bit more advice on operating a fitness amenity and things like that.
Nice, I'm in the show. Let's
So Vortex has joined us in the booth.
There we go. I'm excited to be here, guys. This is awesome.
Yeah. So give us the 20-second explanation of Vortex. How long have you guys been around?
We've been
What do you do?
about 4 years. Okay, we're located out of Rockville. Okay, most of our business is pretty local, but we do ship nationally, and we do everything from flooring to mirrors and equipment, as we talked about. Man, I'm just super excited to meet you guys, and I think there's some really good potential to do some things together. And,
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Man.
I say the word synergies is often overused, but I think that there could be some synergies here,
Absolutely, man. No doubt about it, man. I think just proximity-wise, one of the things I was most excited about being here, a lot of people were talking to me about this event, and obviously it's a huge undertaking, right? But being local, I figured there would be some local people like you guys here. And I was telling a lot of our guys, I'm like, listen, even if we don't, we've actually had a lot of good leads, but I'm like, even if we don't get a single lead, I want to go and talk to you guys and to everybody else in our area and just let you know that we're here and that just being so close together, it doesn't make sense not to support each other. So
I agree, 100%. Yeah.
I agree, absolutely. So it's been really cool. You guys are one of the companies that we met that we instantly kind of identified as someone that we were glad to meet. You know what I mean? For the same reasons you expressed, like just getting to meet some of the regional folks. We knew there would be a lot of the usual suspects here as far as the big nationwide operations, but we also knew there'd be a chance to meet some, local regional folks.
Because people come out of, we do a lot of stuff locally. We're a little under the radar. We ship a lot of things. I've never really gone out of my way to call other distributors in the area and let them know we're here. So I figured an event like this that's local, you're going to pull us out of the weeds, if you will, and give us a chance to kind of meet each other. And that's the whole point of this thing,
Yeah.
So just being able to make the decision to come here, because it was a relatively big decision. I mean, You guys have a lot of. I mean, you guys have some heavy equipment that you brought in here, but
Yeah.
you
not
brought
cheap.
in like 6 big machines.
Yeah, you did.
The bill is not a joke.
Oh man, that
Look, you look
The freight, the
the
weight
big
bill.
bill.
that Freeman bill, boy. Let me tell you what.
That's
And the funniest thing is, I'm like, dude, of course, I'm like, listen, I have all my own people. We don't need you to touch it, but that's not quite how it works at things
Nope.
like this. So
The union
little bit of a
stuff, man.
shocker, but a little bit of a shocker, but you know what, it's worth it. I'm really happy we did it, and it was a lot to set up. We got here on Tuesday. I got here at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. It's been a long week, man.
Yeah.
I can only
we started
imagine.
we started setting up. We got to shop at 8 a.m. Tuesday, starting to pretty much load up trucks and get
Yeah.
over here. And we spend pretty much all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and in the morning on Thursday. We were pretty much all done after Wednesday, but yeah, we spent some time on Thursday setting up too. So it's a lot of machines we have,
Yeah.
It's an
We're about
investment.
6, and all of it's so heavy. We needed 4 guys just to move that one leg press from the front of the booth into the booth. It's crazy because it's just so heavy.
Yeah.
And they're not letting you use any. They wouldn't let us use power tools.
No power
Right, right.
tools.
That was a.
We learned that the hard way. We
I
had a
know.
power tool.
So one
Yeah, we did too.
yeah.
We were using one. The guy came over and was like, "No power tools."
Right.
And the guy's
Unexpected lesson I learned from the trade show is unionize.
Right, exactly, man. Exactly. That's the power of the union, I guess.
Yeah. So for you, aside from RMS Fitness,
Yeah,
what was
yeah.
the coolest thing about the trade show?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You know what? That's a really, really hard question to answer because my mind is still very locked in on the moment right now. To reflect, there's been a lot of, I don't know about you guys, but we've been so busy.
You've been in your booth a lot.
Yeah, I haven't left the booth really. I mean, I've tried to, but
That's
I want to
great.
be there for customers, right? When I got into this thing, I said, listen, when we come to that event, every single one of us it needs to be completely locked in. Every single lead that comes through, don't let them walk by without, it's the point of being here, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of need to digest a little bit. I'm almost like sick to my stomach just
Aw.
from.
Yeah.
It's been a long couple days, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
no.
no, it's amazing. I'm so happy that honestly, my
It's
biggest
like information
takeaway-
overload a little
yeah,
bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My biggest takeaway of this event is I'm just thrilled that we did it.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's a perfect
just
answer.
Being here is just the best decision I could have made.
Now,
Awesome.
have you done other shows before?
First show.
First
Yeah,
show.
first show.
Okay, cool.
First show for us
Us
too.
too.
First show, yeah.
So I don't know if you noticed our flooring. This is the fun thing for us. We
Yeah.
came here. We had no flooring, no idea what we were gonna do, and then we ran out to Home Depot and bought cheap flooring. And put this in on Wednesday
Is this
afternoon.
rubberized, though?
This
No.
is-
LBT.
yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
It feels rubberized.
So
LVP.
me and Adam and Logan
Oh,
and
yeah,
Robert
that's my shoes I'm making.
put these put this flooring
I
in.
gotcha. Well, so we actually I planned ahead because I knew. So we plan on doing the rubber rolls.
So
This-
you knew that
We
if
knew
you
we
didn't
had
have
to pay-
flooring, that
that would be concrete.
yeah.
Yeah.
well,
we knew 'cause
they
I talked
forced
to-
you to. They would force you to use their carpet.
So when I got here, the carpet was down, and I talked
Okay.
to Steve, and he said, "It's a mistake. It wasn't supposed to be there, but don't worry, we're not going to charge you for it." I said, "Okay, cool." I said,
wow.
"We're bringing rubber floors anyway, so we're going to put it over the carpet."
Oh,
So we just
perfect.
put rubber rolls right over the carpet and put them down.
That's
Wow.
We
good.
have so much
Okay.
rubber rolls in the shop.
That's
that-
awesome.
So
Yeah.
just figured we'll take them out here, put them down. To be honest, we'll probably just be able to mop them up, re-roll them up, and
Yeah.
Reuse them.
Yeah, reuse them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, this was our first time setting up a booth as well, anywhere.
Yeah.
So we,
Yeah.
invested in signs and floors and
yeah,
mats.
no,
and,
that's a cool sign. Where'd you guys get that?
I think
I
think
don't know.
Vistaprint.
Maybe Vista.
Vistaprint? That's cool.
Maybe.
We bought a bunch from Vistaprint too.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of money there.
Yeah.
But we focused more on the like the giveaway cards, and we
Yes.
just got a couple of banners because we knew we'd have a backdrop, and you guys don't have a backdrop. So we used the banners to hang our signs.
Awesome.
But we bought a lot of those giveaways, like the what do you call it? The sheet that had just some pictures of our products.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No,
I'm
we
glad
wanted
did.
to kind of get some of the 3D design
No,
up there.
In the future,
and-
my wife was like, "We have to have this.
yeah,
It's way better."
they're cool.
Yeah,
they're cool.
Man. They're really cool.
Not as hard to set up as I thought they'd be either.
No, very easy. Very easy.
Logan's just doing push-ups in the booth now. He's just like, you got a lot of energy.
There you go.
Well, we
No,
want
this
to. We
is
want,
cool,
yeah.
man. You guys are located in Middle River.
Middle
Yes.
River,
Yeah,
Maryland.
So close, man.
Yeah.
I'm really
It is.
excited about meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Me too.
Likewise.
Yeah, I just think there's really good opportunity.
I think so.
Because like I said, we do a lot of Amazon shipping. We do, and it's so competitive. So we've had to really focus on price reduction as far as we can.
Yeah.
So we've been competing in that world for so long. Now our prices are just so good
Yeah.
that when we tell other distributors about where we're at level-wise, it's like, can't believe your pricing is like that.
No.
But it's because of the world we compete. We compete on Amazon. We do a lot of Amazon stuff. Of course, we sell a ton locally too, and do installations all over. But
Yeah, we're looking
it
forward
really
to coming
makes
down and
sense.
visiting,
Yeah, it
seeing
really
seeing
makes
some more.
sense, working together, even if it's for, initially for just items like dumbbells and some things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I hate to say it, but like the energy guys were like, man, if you guys have rubber dumbbells in stock sitting in Rockville, because they were like, we sell a ton of them, and we get them shipped, we got to pay freight from Chicago.
Yep.
And they're like, man, if you have them sitting in stock in Rockville for the same wholesale, like roughly the same wholesale pricing, it's a complete no-brainer, even for just that one product.
It is.
Yeah.
It's true.
And you never know until you know, right?
Yeah, exactly, man.
So do you have a
Exactly.
website or social
do.
media you want to plug real quick?
Not really. I mean, we certainly would love anybody on here to visit vortexstrength.com.
Cool.
That's our website. But we do have an Instagram as well. But I would be lying if I said I knew the handle. 'Cause I don't run our Instagram.
But if they search it, they should find it, right?
Yeah, if you look for Vortex Strength on Instagram,
Yep.
somebody will. Yeah, you'll find it. I'll check too because
I'm on it
probably
right
should
now.
know that.
Yeah.
Offhand, but,
Well,
anyway.
while you look that up, Sean, we're going to invite Chisel
please,
to hop
please,
in
man.
for a minute.
Thank
But
you
it was
so much for
thanks for hopping
coming.
in, man. Listen, it
Very
was a
nice
pleasure.
meeting you.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Talk soon.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, same here.
So
Yep, we're bringing another visit in. Look, our visitors met each other, and now they're visiting with each other instead of our podcast listeners. But no, it was nice. While we have a couple minutes while he's coming over, I want to give a shout out to really our whole team. That the ones that were not here because they were the ones that were holding down the fort, running the urgent service calls, doing all the things that they had to do. We're holding down the office, and then we had some of our team members here, and we didn't just bring our sales team and marketing team. We brought our service team as well because we wanted to be able to talk about, basically all the things that we do. So shout out to all those dudes: Adam, Austin, Caleb, Dan, Logan, Robert, of course, Lena, Emily, Maya, Steven, everybody else who participated. I just bumped my chin on the microphone. That may not have been here. We just, we want to shout out everybody who had a role, having the representation from our service team here. Yeah, Adam, Caleb, yeah.
Were we showing Sean the 3D renderings and stuff like that?
We probably, but when we're wrapped up.
So again, just want to introduce the product.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Joe Ellis, CEO of Chisel Fit, sitting down here. Welcome to Everyone Needs a Spotter.
Yeah,
We record this every
Glad
Friday.
you're here.
Okay. Thanks,
We,
guys.
we
Good
run
to
it
be
out to
here.
our clients across multifamily and different modalities here in the region that we service. So it's a chance for you to talk briefly about your Chisel product, kind of where you think it fits, what you think is great about it. I had a chance to spend 60 seconds of my life that I think I paid for in blood and tears.
Yeah. No, it's a cool piece. I mean, Chisel's our brand, and our first product is the Challenger, and so the Challenger is a product that we designed to be really, comprehensive multimodality training. It's a total body strength and cardio piece, and it's got, besides the function of it that is unique and proprietary, the resistance system is also. So the function will do everything from a ladder climb to a stair climb, all the way down to a sled pushing motion, and pretty much everything in between. It's got 9 different angles of adjustment that you can put the product in to do the different exercises. But like I said, it has a linear magnetic resistance system that we also have a patent on. So it has no belts or cables or pulleys, no flywheel, so there's no inertia, no momentum with it. So it really requires you to do the work to get the exercise. And it's sort of what I've noticed in the industry over the last few years is that it's so many manufacturers have designed product and brought it out that's more about entertaining the customer or a lot of bells and whistles or electronics, and it's kind of gotten away from the workout.
True. Yeah.
It's like, I think that's the reason strength training has come back so well, is because people really want to get results, right? They don't want to go and waste 30 or 45 minutes out of their day and not get anything out of it except saying, hey, I went to the gym.
Yeah.
Right? So when we designed the Challenger piece, we were looking to put a product together that would, whether you had 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 45 minutes, you would know you got a really good workout when you got done. I think you can attest to that for the few minutes that you put on it, right?
The 60 seconds I was on there were brutal, and I saw. I think the young man's name was Marshall, I think.
Right. Our manager's son,
Yeah, and he was using it for, I was saying, he was like, I'm trying to cut weight for a wrestling meet, and he jumped on there and said he was doing 15 minutes toward that end. So, he here helping you out with the show, obviously, but he had some personal goals he was seeking out there too.
Yeah. Marshall's a great kid, and he's a really good wrestler, and he's trying to make weight for his tournament tomorrow.
Yeah, but cutting weight's very difficult to do,
is.
right? So like a testament to what you've created with that machine.
So the energy expenditure here with this product and the calorie burn, we know is very high, but we are currently in the middle of doing the clinical testing at Wichita State.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
so they've got that product there in their human performance lab.
Nice.
And they're doing all the clinicals on it, everything from muscle activation to oxygen consumption, VO2 max, all the different things to validate the human performance aspect of it. They also have a biomechanics motion lab that they're going to put it in. So we're going to find out a lot of things that we already suspect about the product, but we're going to validate that. It's one thing for us to say, hey, it does all these things, but to have the clinical data, under a controlled environment where they're doing the testing, makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
The other great thing that they're doing is they're testing it against other modalities, bikes, steppers, treads, rowers, to see how it stacks up. Now, it's difficult to really get a one-on-one with that, but they are coming up with some parameters that will give us a pretty good idea. So I think we're going to come out with some data that's going to prove that it's extremely efficient. And that, again, you want to spend some of your time, valuable time, working out, you want to get the most out of it.
Absolutely. And so speaking of the efficiency, right, you're speaking to the performance efficiency of it. Spatially speaking, I can see this product having, an application in a space where that client may be looking for a vertical climber, and they may be looking now to also have a space for a sled, and they may be also looking for a space to have, a traditional style of elliptical. Your product, if you're dealing with a space premium, it's more than just the performance efficiency, it's spatially efficient as well.
Yeah.
Spatially, is that a word? Spatially efficient? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it can replace the need for several other items. So if you are working on a small facility or small space, Chisel could be a great, addition for your arsenal.
Just talked to a gal earlier that was in the booth, and she has a medical facility in Jersey. And she was saying that she was here trying to find something that had a climbing aspect. She said she wasn't sure if she wanted a vertical climber or a stepper, step mill type product or what have you. So she got on it, and we went through all the different exercise positions that it'll go into, and the sled was sort of a bonus for her, right? So showed her all that, and she, it was funny. I said, so where do you think you are on this? She said, I'm done. She said, I've made my decision.
Oh,
and
wow.
So
Awesome.
So we're gonna get a couple of pieces
That's
in there.
good, man. That's great.
Yeah, so that was refreshing because she named some of the brands that she had looked at, and it doesn't even matter about the brands. It was, again, just those static modalities. And she said, having all this in one footprint, just like you said, makes a ton of sense.
It does. Yeah. I like the fact that, so it's got these pads for your shins. They're really nice. And it's almost like you can just, when you get tired, you can rest on them for a minute or two and then get back in it. And also, I think what's really nice is the low impact that it has too, because you can get a full body workout, and really, it's really not hurting your joints in any way. You're kind of stationary in a sense, where you're not pounding on any joints or your bones and stuff. I really enjoyed that aspect of the Challenger. I thought that was pretty good.
We just moved into a new corporate headquarters, and that was a big hassle moving, but moving always is. But we just moved into a new corporate headquarters, and so we have a space now for videography.
Okay.
So we're getting ready to do a lot of training videos, and you're gonna find out after seeing these videos even more versatility that it has. If you look at one thing, whenever you're trying to show somebody the machine in 5 minutes, it's very difficult to really show all the aspects of it because of the amount of versatility. But one thing, for example, is sometimes when I'm training on it, I'll stop and just do like 10 push-ups on it. Maybe put it in either 5 position or lower, and the lower you get, it's easier to do the push-ups. And the handles have that instability, so you have to not only do the push-up, but you have to stabilize at the same time.
Oh, I see.
So that's a really cool little just extra thing to throw into your routine that gives you, again, more variety. It's going to hit a different muscle group in a different way. And so it just, again, keeps takes the monotony out of it. Single modality, steady state cardio, I think the days of the popularity of that are really waning.
Yeah,
I agree.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, I agree.
People used to walk into the gym and want to do an hour on the treadmill. And I just think the way people's time is so constrained nowadays, and the way people's goals require them to be more efficient in and out, people aren't looking for that. They're looking for that, how can they get in there and target everything, hit everything, get a full body workout, work out the way you live and the way you move so that you can have a long, healthy life. That's the focus of so many people now.
I can tell you, I think that it's maybe if you look at, the Orange Theories of the world or those types of boutique facilities where you're doing a lot of different modalities in one session, I think you could say that's made multimodality training be around for a while, right? But the general club goer now is sort of in that mode, right? They want to go into the gym and they want to do a variety of things in one exercise session. They don't want to do a single exercise function or modality. So I think that, our product's really on trend for that because it takes the boredom out. It just,
I agree.
I think that the real emphasis on electronic entertainment on products also, I think that's really either going away or really starting to lose its popularity because, again, you're not going to stay on and watch something for 20 or 30 minutes unless, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to do that sort of duration on a product anymore. So I think those amenities on a product, I think, are having less and less value.
Yeah.
And
they do require a service commitment as well. Serviceability of those units due to the technology, the computers, the screens, components needed there. There's a lot of volatility around components of those items as it relates to like world conditions right now and things.
Yeah, right.
So you have that whole aspect of it, fluctuating price with that, and then console technology changing and needing to replace and repair those can be really costly and or difficult. And it's an ongoing kind of battle if you're trying to stay in that tech game too long.
And but for me, what we're looking at is if we're going to go towards a tech aspect of it, so we already have the second version of it, which is a sled-only mode, right? Because that seems to be everybody's most popular position on the machine, right? People love to do the sled motion. You can generate so much power. So we're going to have that, and that's going to be at a much lower price point. Our next project with that is to go to the other end of the spectrum and do a fully electric version. Okay, so this one is going to have some electronics, and it's going to have a touch screen on it, but instead of that touch screen being oriented towards entertainment, it's going to be oriented towards increasing the versatility of the function. So
I see.
So what we're going to do there is we're going to have some programmability that, let's say you want to get on the machine and you want that particular day you want to emphasize certain muscle groups. We're going to have an anatomy figure on there where you can just highlight the muscle groups on there that you want to hit most. And based on this clinical study that we're getting done, right? So what we're going to find out from the university about which angles hit each muscle group the best, we're going to take that information and plug it into our programming of our screen. And so you can pick out those muscle groups, and it's going to go to those positions and emphasize those most. If you want to do a full body, it's going to adjust it for you, as you go through the workout.
Wow.
So we're trying to make it so that you don't, your knowledge base is not going to have to be really high to hit your goals,
Right.
I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Approachability, that's key too, right?
Hey, we've got another thing that's, we've got can't tell you a lot about it right now, but we've got a touchless heart rate option that we're going to also integrate into this software that's going to allow you to wear nothing, but the console is going to be able to look at you and get your heart rate very, very accurately.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And we're going to also be able to
Clothing is required.
Yes, clothing is required. But we're going to be able to take that and allow the machine basically put some AI into the console so that it can not only take you through the different exercise positions to get the particular types of muscle groups that you want to hit that day, but it'll also control the exertion for you. So to be able to control the resistance up and down based on what your heart rate's doing without you having to be involved in it. What I mean is it's going to involuntarily know what your exertion level is.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so you get on there and you say, hey, look, I want to, hit a certain heart rate target, or if you say I want to hit a certain, whether you want to do more cardio training or more calorie burn, or see what I'm saying, more fat burning, the machine is going to understand what you're trying to do, and it's going to put you in those situations to help you
Okay.
achieve that.
Okay.
Ah.
Wow, that's really good.
Like a virtual training element to it.
Yeah,
it's
it's
going to
gonna-
kind of
and-
do
and
some of the thinking for you.
Yeah, exactly right. So, I mean, again, it's our version of integrating some AI into the product. So
It's coming. AI. That's the wave of the future. I think.
And again, I think if you can integrate that with the right actual exercise function, now you've got something. But just trying to integrate AI into it as a motivational factor,
Right.
well, that's not bad, but it's not going to change the way you work out.
Yeah.
We're trying to change the way you work out. We're trying to make it a better workout, a faster workout, a more efficient workout.
Efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, and if we can achieve those goals, I think we're going to have.
I think it's a winner.
Yeah, I think we're going the direction that, again, the general exercise population, that's the way they want to train. That's what they're already telling us as suppliers and telling us as telling the folks that are facility owners that, hey, we want to come in here and get the most out of our time, get in and get out and get on with our lives.
I'm sure
Yeah.
glad that they're going to hear that from somebody other than me for a change, Joe. That was really nice. Joe, we're kind of up against time, but we
Yeah,
do want to
no,
thank
it's
you for
great.
taking a minute to
Yeah,
sit down and
really
join us.
appreciate it, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe Ellis from Chisel Fit. Is there a website or social media you want to plug?
Chiselfit.com, and you can tag us at Get Chiseled.
Get chiseled.
Chisel.
All right, you heard
Awesome.
it here first, folks. Get chiseled.
Thanks,
Joe,
guys.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care, guys.
Robert's going to show Joe out. Steven's saying goodbye.
I'll be back to talk to Jason and you in a few minutes.
Sounds good, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Emily, we're going to do the wrap up here.
Wrapping up.
Yeah, that's about the end. We're a little over time, but
Oh,
it's
no, never overtime.
Not a problem.
Come on,
We had
Steve.
visitors.
I mean, literally, I'm saying the trade show is closing down around us. We are over time.
It's 35 minutes before close.
Well, we're in it to win it then. We're staying 35 more minutes, everyone. Tune in now for the next half an hour of your No. But, that was spontaneous. We did not plan to interview anybody on the
That was
podcast
great.
today.
That was
I
awesome.
joked about it earlier, but both of those people just walked by the booth while we were here recording, and we put them on the spot, and it worked out great. But, no, I really enjoyed this, not just this episode, but this week with you all here at the Athletic Business Show in Baltimore. Robert and Lena, even though she's not on the mic, we want to thank everybody from RMS Leadership, Emily as well, for all their hard work in getting this put together so that we could be here, and not just be here, but be here in a way that I think represents us well and can hopefully bring some quality back to our clients as well. We've learned some things. We picked up some tools and resources, all in an effort to be better for you.
Yeah, that's the key, right? Is that we came here to learn, see where the industry's going, take that back to our customers and have them truly benefit from that.
Yep. Stephen, parting words for our audience members?
If you haven't seen us this trip around, maybe next time. We're looking to go to Apartmentalize in Philly. So we invite you guys to join us at our booth.
The cat was previously in the bag,
We'll see.
but has now vacated the bag.
Steven's like, I will announce this.
That's true. He did say.
Well, thanks for that. As I've said in the past, we'll edit it in post.
Hey guys, you remember when Steven used to work here?
I really liked Steven.
When you all hear this in 2 weeks, he will no longer be employed at RMS. No. All jokes aside, more on that later. Emily, parting words?
Really an awesome and eye-opening opportunity. I want to thank definitely the RMS for bringing us here and be able to represent our company this way. It was really exciting and just a neat experience. So I'm looking forward to more shows like this or better. No, I'm joking.
Or better. Robert?
Yeah, great opportunity. Being in this type of environment for years, trade shows are trade shows. There's good ones, there's not so good ones, but you got to look for the best in the trade show, and that's what we did this week. Again, we got here, we saw what we wanted. We even talked about some of the things we changed about the booth to make sure we're better equipped next time. But I truly believe all the education we got here about products and what's new is going to really help our clients out. We look forward to reaching out to them.
I really did. I couldn't have said it better myself, so I won't belabor the point, but I'm just very happy to be here. Everybody, it's been a real pleasure to be here at this trade show, not just with the three of y'all, but the whole team. I'm standing around looking at the ones that are still here. But you know what? Thank you again for everybody for all your hard work this week. Thank you to those who dropped by and joined briefly for the podcast. That was really cool and special.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for all the visitors to the booth, all the cards that were dropped off and taken. We appreciate all of that so much. Thank you to the fine city of Baltimore for hosting this event. We appreciate them as well. And really, I think that's just about it. So we're going to sign off here from our special episode being live on location here at the Athletic Business Show in Baltimore. This is Steve Heitzer from RMS Fitness, and this has been another episode of Everyone Needs a Spider.
See ya.
Later.